You ever feel like you're just invisible? Not metaphorically, like you literally want to disappear. Now imagine you actually can. That's Violet Parr from The Incredibles. And believe it or not, she might be the most psychologically accurate teenager Pixar has ever created. Not because of her powers, but because of why she uses them. Think about it. Most teenage characters in movies, total guesswork by adults who haven't met a teen since the early 2000s. But Violet, she's different. She doesn't just act like a teenager, she feels like one. And by the end of this video, you'll see why Pixar didn't just create a superpowered teen, they mirrored a real one. Violet's power is invisibility. That seems obvious, but here's the genius part. It's not a random trait, it's a metaphor. Violet is shy, anxious, and constantly wishing she could vanish from the spotlight, just like every awkward teenager at some point.
He looked at me.
But here's the key. She doesn't want to be invisible. She just doesn't know how to be seen. It's a survival mechanism, something every real-life teen experiences when faced with judgment, expectations, and awkward biology. Look closely. Violet hides behind her hair, one eye peeking out.
I'm not hungry for meatloaf.
That's not an animation quirk, that's teenage body language. Psychologists call this physical shielding, a way to control how much of yourself you show the world. And as Violet gains confidence, her hair pulls back, her wardrobe brightens, she lets herself be seen. That's not just character design, it's a visible arc of self-acceptance, and it's spot on. Force fields sound flashy, but they're more than superhero spectacle. Violet uses them like any teen would, as boundaries, emotional walls, social barriers.
Oh! Hey, no force fields! You started it.
Her powers protect her not just physically, but emotionally, guarding her fragile identity as she figures out who she is. Her sarcasm, her awkwardness, all parts of the same shield. And Pixar shows that as she becomes stronger, her walls become intentional, not reactive. Teen characters often fall into two camps, too rebellious or weirdly obedient. Violet, she lives in the tension between. She pushes back, she withdraws, but she also listens, especially to her mom. That's the nuance. Teenagers crave independence, but still need guidance. Violet balances emotional, behavioral, and cognitive autonomy, a trifecta of real adolescent development most films completely overlook. Tony Ridinger isn't just a love interest, he's a symbol. Violet's infatuation with him represents her desire to feel normal, to belong, to not be weird. And when her powers threaten that connection, it's not just about romance, it's about vulnerability. It's about that teen fear of, if they really knew me, would they still like me? Violet's transformation isn't a switch, it's a slow burn. She doesn't level up after one pep talk. She grows by earning her confidence, through risk, through trust, through protecting the people she loves. That's what real teens do. They don't become adults overnight, they stumble, they hide, they try again, and Pixar lets us feel that. Most teen characters are either tropes or superheroes with teenage labels slapped on. They're written from the outside in, but Violet is written from the inside out. Her powers aren't what make her interesting. They're what reveal her inner world. And that's what teens respond to. Characters who don't just look like them, but think and feel like them. Violet's arc works because it's not about superpowers, it's about personhood. She doesn't need to be the center of attention, she just wants to be understood. Her bad decisions? Totally normal. Her mood swings? Legitimate responses to being in a high-stress, confusing world. Pixar nailed the psychology, and that's why Violet lasts. Violet proves something crucial. When you treat teenagers like real people, audiences notice. Her powers are an extension of her story, not the story itself. And that shift in perspective, that's what elevates a good character into a timeless one. So why is Violet Pixar's most psychologically accurate teen? Because she's not a teen character. She's a character going through adolescence. And every awkward look, every invisible moment, every sarcastic quip, it all makes her real. She doesn't ask to be the hero, she becomes one, just like real teenagers do, reluctantly, imperfectly, but with heart. Did Violet remind you of your own teenage years? Or is there another character who you think captured the teen experience even better? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel, but of course only if you want to.